So I'm going to take a few minutes to review with you the sentence type patterns that were part of the vocabulary homework, but also you'll see on the quiz. So first off, we have simple sentence or independent clause. And again, the key thing to remember with a clause is that it's a group of words with a subject and a verb, but may or may not be a complete sentence. Okay, if it's not a complete sentence, then it's going to be a dependent clause. And the two types of dependent clauses we've looked at would be one that starts with a subordinate conjunction, which is our adverb clause, and then ones that start with relative pronouns, and those are our adjective clause. Okay. All right. So let's look now at the various types. First off, we have a compound sentence, and again, that's independent clause, coordinating conjunction, and, but, or, one of those fanboys, and then independent clause, or it could be independent clause, semicolon, independent clause. Again, when you're looking at both sides of the compound sentence, you want to have subject verb followed by a subject verb. So if I have Mary ate beans and fell asleep, this is a simple sentence really with a compound predicate or compound verb, but again you would need a subject on both sides. So Mary ate beans and she fell asleep now makes it a compound sentence. Okay, so that's one thing that I noticed with the homework sentences. Then with the complex sentence, again we want to get the punctuation correct. So if it's an adverb clause, if it starts with the dependent clause, okay, followed by the independent clause, we want to get this comma in here. Okay. If we want to start with the independent clause followed by the dependent clause, there is no comma. So just briefly here, since we use Mary again, since Mary ate the beans, she fell asleep. Okay. So we have the comma here because we're starting with our adverb clause or our dependent clause or subordinate clause. Same thing, different names for it. But if we change the sentence around, she fell asleep since Mary ate the beans. It's not the clearest sentence at that point. We'd have to put Mary up here at the beginning. Mary fell asleep since she ate the beans. No comma because we're starting now with the independent clause. Okay. If you have an adjective clause, it will likely be in the middle of a sentence. So, for example, you could have Mary, comma, who ate the beans, fell asleep. Okay, simple enough. Now, with the compound complex, we're going to have two independent clauses with a dependent clause, and you could arrange it in any one of these ways. So, in this case, for example, we'll use Mary again. Mary fell asleep, but then she woke up after she ate the beans. Okay, so that's this pattern. This pattern here is Mary fell asleep because she ate the beans, but then she woke up. Okay, and then this one would be, and again no commas here, actually here we put one. Okay, follows the pattern, but here for example we have because she ate the beans, Mary fell asleep, but then she woke up. Okay, so in this one, again, we have the comma after the dependent clause because it begins the sentence. Root sentence, again, it's just a complex sentence. It's going to be one that begins with an adverb clause. Because Mary ate beans, she fell asleep. Periodic. Oh, I'm sorry, I did that backwards, just like some of you did, so please keep that in mind. Mary fell asleep because she ate the beans. Okay, loose begins with the subject, begins with the independent clause. Otherwise, periodic because Mary ate the beans, she fell asleep. And again, here we have the comma. So periodic means that the adverb clause begins the sentence and the most important idea comes at the end. A loose sentence means that the main idea comes first and then any other information comes later. Okay, so that's a review of the sentence structures. Again, this PowerPoint sentence types is on Blackboard under assignments, and there's another one with these various types here. And now you can now you have the screencast as well. Hopefully it's helpful. If you have any more questions as you go back and review your homework sentences, please let me know. Have a good day. Bye-bye.